Good afternoon. Phil Lindeman with your Krystal 93 News from Mountain Comfort Furnishings and Design. Conditions were Arctic this morning for hardy souls booting up at A-Basin. You can take it from Larry, a parking attendant. Coldest day of the season so far for you?
Coldest day of the season, yes.
But when there's fresh snow, skiers and riders, we must go. So what's your cold weather hack on a sub-zero day?
So my hack is the leather gloves with the liner inside.
Layering up, wearing heated socks.
Heated socks, heated gloves, hard runs.
Some good base layers, man. They do all the work.
A nice fleece on top.
Some cold beers.
All right. Hey, Basin's director of snow sports, Gates Lloyd, he's got a different sub-zero diet with some similarities.
I try to leave a little whiskey in the bottle the night before. Don't drink too much and stay hydrated and eat well. That's the best prep.
Gates is always looking after his employees. Like Larry out parking cars, his ski instructors are in the elements all day long.
We stress dry socks, dry boots, fresh long underwear, insulating layers. Those things make a big difference.
And remember, for anyone, there's no shame in the lodge.
Step inside before I get cold. If I'm starting to feel cold, I go in, I can take a quick break. It makes a big difference. So if I wait too long and I do get cold, I'm done.
Forecast is calling for more wind and sub-zero temperatures all weekend. Avalanche forecasters do not recommend traveling in avalanche terrain this weekend. There's a special avalanche advisory for Summit County, the Vail area, and most of the state.
Easterly slopes will be the most dangerous, where winds are drifting snow over weak layers. Observers have reported triggering avalanches from a distance and below. Avoid being on or under slopes steeper than about 30 degrees is recommended.
There have been 9 reported slides in our zone since Monday, 51 statewide. If you do go out, read the forecast and avoid the high alpine. In local entertainment news, opening tonight at the Eclipse in Breck is The Boys in the Boat. It's the story of a West Coast rowing team and how they claimed an unlikely gold at the 1936 Berlin Olympics. It's directed by George Clooney. The Boys in the Boat is showing tonight and all weekend, 4:30 and 7:15 at the Eclipse Theater in downtown Breck. In sports, the Nuggets play the Pelicans tonight at 8 on ESPN. And in local sports, Team Summit is sending athletes to the Youth Olympics in South Korea this month. 17-year-old ski cross racer Hunter Robinson flies out Monday.
So I used to race when I was like 8, kind of got bored of that. So I went to moguls, didn't really like that. Did some park, and I liked the jumping, but I like to go fast. So one of my coaches was like, you should try ski cross, and tried it, and fell in love with it, and has been doing it ever since.
He's raced in Europe, Canada, and all across the U.S., but this will be his first trip to Asia.
I'm going to have to want it. I'm going to ski the best I can and be aggressive.
Alpine skier Stella Buchheister is making the difficult decision to stay home. She qualified for Youth Olympics, but suffered a recent training injury at Copper.
It was really hard mentally to make the decision because, internally all I wanted was just to go, and just knowing that I've already qualified and I could go and there's a chance that it could all work out. The beginning of this whole process, I was like, I'm definitely going to go.
Today, she's feeling good, mentally and physically. Just recently, she got back on snow.
All of my coaches have been super supportive. I want to thank Doug Elsey and Aldo Radamus for helping me get through it, for going up with me, taking free runs with me, and helping me kind of get back into it.
Missing out on South Korea, it hurts, but it gives her time to recover the right way.
This is a small step in the road, and there's a long journey after this, so it's kind of puts things in perspective.
You wouldn't know these two are 17. They have sage advice for other up-and-comers with Olympic dreams just like theirs.
At the end of the day, what's helped me the most is just kind of reminding myself why I love skiing and the happiness that it brings me.
You just got to believe in yourself. That's the most important thing. You got to believe that you can be there. You got to believe that you should be there. And if you believe that, you're going to train as hard as you can and you're going to get there.
Opening ceremony for Youth Olympics just 1 week from today. In preps, tonight boys and girls basketball are playing Coal Ridge at home. Hockey's down in Crested Butte. Earlier today, the Tigers Alpine ski team was at Beaver Creek racing slalom. Nordic ski season was opening at Tennessee Pass. Tomorrow, swimming and diving will be at home. Today's Aspen meet was canceled. Hockey has Woodland Park at home. Boys basketball is traveling to Aspen. The wrestling team will not be going to Alameda. Phil Lindeman, Krystal 93 News.